Hey Saltly, I'm Lynn. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today we're going to do like a butterfly fairy princess look. So if you'd like to see how I got it, then just keep on watching. I'm so excited. I knew that I should have filmed this the other day when I did it because I loved it so much. I was like, oh, I love this look. I wish I would have filmed it. So then I was like, redo it. So we're going to be like a butterfly fairy princess today. And to start out, I'm going to take my, where did I put it? I always do this. Oof. It was right in front of me. Okay, so I'm going to start out with my Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair. And what I'm going to do is take this Elizabeth Mott All Over Shadow Brush. I just use it for my base. I like it. And I just clean my brushes, so I feel quite accomplished. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this down all over the lid and just like even a little like underneath my eye. Look it out. Alright, everything's nice and covered up. Now I'm going to take my Wet n Wild brush and just smooth it all out. Let me make sure I am centered here. I feel like my last few I haven't been. I've just felt congested at my desk because it was so messy. So I've organized it. I've put lashes away, organized brushes, cleaned brushes, all that stuff. So, alright. I'm going to try my best to talk through this, but I'm probably not going to do a very good job at the line work if I talk. So I will probably just tell you what I'm going to do ahead of what I'm going to do and show you what I'm doing. Maybe I can like do a voiceover bit over that part. It's not all going to be a voiceover. If that is, I'll see how it goes when I start to do. So I'm just going to take this little liner brush here. I got this off Amazon. Trinity Joy MUA on Instagram. So amazing at line work. I was like, oh my gosh, what are those brushes? She told me about them. Had to pick some up. And they're super cute. So I'm just going to get my brush in the water. I'm going to take my DeVault Beauty Lounge Mantra Liner. And when I use these, I like to tell you what the mantra says. This one says, good things can and will happen for me. And this is the gorgeous pastel purple shade. I'm just going to get my brush wet, get the water on the brush, get the activation in this liner here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the inner corner area of my lid, right towards the bridge of my nose. I'm going to extend the line out a little bit farther and then kind of follow my crease and then wing it out. So I'll try to talk through this, but right here, I'm just gonna start, take it, I'm gonna kind of follow my crease. And the contour of my eye. I'm having to hold my breath. I waited until now to have a Red Bull because I didn't want to get really shaky, and I took a sip, so I'm like, okay, I'm not going to take any more sips till I'm done with my line work. So I'm trying really, really hard to make sure I'm not messing up. Now I'm going to take it and extend it. Okay, so like this, if my phone goes off a lot, my husband and I are playing games together on Game Pigeon. And my friend and I are too. I just have to get back with her as soon as I get this as soon as I get my lines right. So now I'm just going to follow the shape a bit more, kind of angle it downwards. And when I get towards the outer corner area of my eye, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flick it. And now I'm just going to take it and kind of just start the wing. And this is an easy cleanup. I've had to clean it up a little bit on the other side as well. But now I'm going to take it and I'm going to try to do like a half circle right here. So, and then I'm going to kind of looks like a drip. And anywhere that I feel like it needs to be a little more prominent, I'm just going to run over it again with some of the water on the water and liner on this brush. Alright, that actually went over a little bit better than I thought that it was going to. Oh my gosh, I was so scared to talk and do that, but stepping out of the comfort zone. Now I can have a little Red Bull. Alright, to me this was very interesting. This was the first time when I did this look that I had tried something like this. So I'm going to take my Blend Bunny Cosmetics Blends palette. Look at how rough she's looking now. She's such a pretty palette, but I've just used it so much that I've like touched it and sat it to the side, and it's like well loved. It has character. So I'm just going to take the Blends palette, and that's going to be the only mattes that I use. They're going to come from the Blends palette. So I'm going to go ahead and get Bewitched, and I'm going to take Bewitched on this Sigma liner brush, and I'll make sure I have it cleaned off though. And I'm going to take it and try to hug it up against this line. So what I'm really going to do is start on the inner corner area. Just kind of dust it on, really just like back and forth windshield wiper motions. Now this one isn't going to get up as close to the line as I want it to, but for right now it's working. I'm going to take a tiny brush in a second. Tiny brushes, I'm telling you. If you want precision, tiny brushes are life. So I'm just gonna get this built up, make it as dark as I want it. And I'm gonna take it into the winged bit here. See if I can turn a little so you can see exactly what I'm doing here. So I'm just gonna gently flick. And if it kind of gets on the liner, it's alright, we can go in and fix that. Alright, I'm gonna take the same shade and do the same thing. Now, I'm going to switch brushes. This is what I should have done last time. I feel like this turned out a little bit better. It's a little bit smaller, but I feel like it's cleaner and more, like, defined. So, I was pretty excited to see that it seems like it's turning out a little bit better this time. So, I'm just going to take, this is the Suva 620 brush. It's a liner brush, but it's a little floppy, so I'm just taking it for eyeshadow right now. And I'm just gonna use it to hook up against the liner the way that other brush didn't quite do. And I'm just gonna take it into the circle here, do a little shading, and take it down. I'm gonna take it down just a little bit more and touch it up. And with this Sigma liner brush, I'm gonna go into Sans and just blend that in with Bewitched. I'm kind of packing it down. I'm really just doing the same thing with Sans as I did with Bewitched. Now I'm going to take my DeWalt Beauty Lounge brush and go into Giggle. And so this is kind of where I differed from when I did it the first time. When I did it the first time, when I put the shimmer down over the base, it kind of creased. But I'm not noticing any of that creasing with doing Giggle all over the extra open area. So that's what I did different this time. So I'm just going to take Giggle and I'm going to apply it all over the lid. And I'm going to blend it with Sans. And how I'm going to blend it is I'm just going to pat it. And I'm going to wing it into the little mini wing just a little bit. So now I'm just going to take that Sigma liner brush and go back into Sans, and I'm just going to bring it back because we lost a little bit of it. So I'm just going to really focus on blending it with Bewitched and Giggle just to bring it back and intensify it a little bit. Oh my gosh, I love purple so much. Now, if you don't want to use purple and you have like different colored liners, really honestly, I just did purple for this because I was thinking more of a monochromatic kind of thing, but like I feel like white liner, blue liner, pink liner, red liner, or even black liner would work, you know, any liner that you have, any eyeshadows that you have, that will work, and you can do this. You've got it. Now I'm just going to clean that brush off, and I'm going to take a little bit more Giggle and really kind of get that wing more defined. And kind of blend this out a little softer. I love it. I love this look so much. Okay, I'm just going to touch up my liner a little bit because I did get some of the eyeshadows onto the liner, and I'm just going to cover that up real quick and extend this one outwards a little bit because it's not as sharp as I want it to be. So I'm going to hope that I can do this without messing up. Alright, time to hold my breath. Okay, got that touched up. Now I'm just going to go ahead and take my Morphe brush. This is the, I have no idea, it's gone, M408 brush. So I'm going to go into my Clionadh palette and go into Royalty, which is so beautiful. And I'm just going to take a little of it onto the brush. I say a little, I'm just going to stick my brush in there. And I'm going to just kind of pat that. Now if you have any duochrome shimmers or any shimmers that you really, really love and that you would like to add to this, then that will work just as well. Now I'm just going to take my finger to make it more intense. Looky. And I'm just going to pat it down. Oh, I love. Next step is I'm going to take some more of my clean canvas and I'm going to take that same brush that we started with, that I applied with it, or applied it with, and I'm going to get a little bit on the brush and I'm just going to put it underneath my eye and take it out a little bit more, like almost where you would put your highlighter. I'm just going to get it right up underneath that under eye area real nice. I'm going to be so mad at myself for saying it like that when I go back and edit this. Oh no. Just embracing the accent every once in a while. Okay, this is where it's going to get tricky, but it's also just like a pretty quick, easy fix if I mess up. So I'm going to take that Wet n Wild brush and just get it nice and kind of blend it in. Okay, let me see. Now it's time for lawn work. It's a little scary for me anyway. So I really have to look at this other eye and see how I did it. So I'm going to start and touch this up a little bit. I'm just going to take it and try my best to not mess up. But I'm doing little half circular shapes right here. And now I'm doing like a V. And now to figure out how I'm gonna do this. Too much liner. Okay. Okay. A little proud of myself for that one. Kind of told myself in my head, don't overthink it, just do it. And I did it. Now I'm just kind of angling the line up. Now here I'm about to start tapering off towards the bridge of my nose. Okay, I've just impressed myself. Like, I thought that I was going to struggle on this side. I usually do, but I felt like this side was a little easier than the other today. So, okay. Oh, well, let me add a little bit more of Royalty to the inner corner of my eye area. Real quick. Now I'm just going to make the little inner cat eye flick thing. I'm not exactly sure what that's called. I'm sorry. I'm going to try my best to do that right now. Okay, I messed up. Kind of figured I would. I suck at these. I'm gonna take a little bit of Giggle. I kind of blended that. Okay. It's not that bad. But I'm gonna take a little bit more of this Clionadh too. Okay, the other part I'll worry about when I get to it. So, I'm just gonna do the same thing as I did when I got the lines down on the lid. So I'm just gonna go into Bewitched, and I'm gonna take the Suva 620 brush to do that, because it's time for a little more precision than I started with originally. I'm just gonna fill her in. Just a little shading. And I'm just trying to make the smallest little squiggles as possible. I'm really just following the liner. I'm just gonna fill it in a little bit more right here. I'm gonna take that Sigma liner brush and get a little bit of Sans. Kind of tap it to blend it. And I'm gonna take that DeWalt Beauty Launch brush and go into Giggle. And just start to apply it. And I'm gonna take that Sigma liner brush and just touch up Sans. Now I'm taking my Clionadh Royalty and applying it over most of Giggle. Alright, I'm super excited. Now I'm just gonna do a little bit of touch-up work. This one's kind of turning out to be a little longer than I thought, but it's worth it. It really is. I'm just hoping that I can get it finished before the sun starts to go down so I can get some decent outside pictures, like do my hair and stuff like that. But it's kind of stressing me out that I might not be able to do that, because now it's almost 4 o'clock and I'm just like, ah. So I'm just going to touch up any of the mess ups that I made, which would be the eyeshadow falling onto the liner. So I'm just going to touch up the liner. Alright, I'm going to add some gems. I don't know if that's something that you want to see or not. I have, what was the other one? I feel like there was a tutorial that I did recently where I added a lot of gems. Oh yeah, it was just that one where I did the face mask that I was super excited about. I'll link that in a card, or I'll have a playlist with it in it, or have it at the end screen or something like that. But I just took rhinestones and added them all over. I don't know if you want to see me do that. I kind of feel like, you know, I'm not really going to talk during it, and it's just going to take up a lot of time, and it's kind of repetitive. And just like at the top right here, I added 3, I added 1 like down here, and added 1 here. Just kind of went a little ham sandwich with the rhinestones, but I was happy with it and felt like it added a nice little touch of. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't think I'm going to keep that part in here. But if you want a tutorial just based on how I do that, let me know and I'll do it for you. So I'm going to go do that and the rest of my face, and I'll be right back. yeah, so this is the finished look. What do you think? I still love it so much. It's a little bit different. I feel like it's a lot neater, cleaner, and just more precise. I almost did not find my elf ears. I thought that I lost them in the madness from cleaning the other day. So I was like, ah. But yeah, let me know what you'd like to see next down below. And if you have any ideas for like the makeup class 101, I want to do like beginner, intermediate, and more advanced looks. If you want to give suggestions for those, that'd be awesome. I feel like this would probably be in a category of that, except I would take it a step up with the like explanations and whatnot. So yeah. Anyway, I want to thank you so much for watching. It really, like, it makes my day. I am so thankful for everybody that's watching, everybody that's subscribed, and, you know, just being here and hanging out with me for a minute. And thank you so much for almost 500 subscribers. Like, that's wow. That is extremely wild to me. That's almost as many. It's getting close to being like the size of the city that I lived at one point back in the day, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. So thank you so much. If you'd like to keep up with my awkward face and shenanigans while I'm not here on YouTube, I'll have all my social medias down below. And if you'd like to keep up with me while I am here on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button. It really means the world to me, and I appreciate it so very much. And I just, like, I have to thank you again for taking time out of your day to watch my video, to watch all, like, the videos that you've watched, if you've watched more than this, for just taking the time out of your day to watch me. Like, thank you so much. It really means the world to me. So, I don't want to be too awkward, too mushy, all that good stuff. So, oh, I do want to say, my lashes are from Try Beauty Box. They are the Lash Scoops in Maxi. And this lipstick, I changed up from the original look that I did. And Yensa was kind enough to send over 2 of their new shades of their Super 8 Vibrant Silk Lipsticks. This is the shade Captive, and I really just love it. It's like, it's dark, it's vampy, it's soft, creamy, and it's very nice. So I love Yensa so much. I was like so surprised to find those, and I want to thank them so much for that. That really made me so excited I could cry. But okay, I'm going to go ahead and go because I'm already getting rambly and awkward, but I do want to thank you again so much for watching, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye!